Dead homies got me pouring this. We get awards, but we got the glory. I'm shooting my shot, and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury, we the champions. Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory, straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Feeling like I can't miss. Baby, it's all in the wrist. You really wanna be the boss, it's expensive. Ain't the real champ if you never defend it. Put in that work, I'ma make them remember. I just broke down hella trees, yelling timber. Stand in the line, they put me in the center. It blow their mind when they see how I'm winning. Went back and doubled up, now you in trouble. My all hustle, my diamonds.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the New York Jets. Here's the punter, Braden Mann, set to do the honors, and we are underway at MetLife Stadium. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
First and 10, Taylor now to the 43, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
He'll get this one to Pittman. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 43. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Here's the first carry of the game for Zach Moss. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on third. Minshew sets to throw. Now a leaping catch, he's got it. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 13-yard line. Great way to convert on third down there, 21 yards the play. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
9-yard line, second and 6. Looking to throw it. Minshew. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. So just a tremendous play there defensively on this opening drive. Not just to make the interception, but to take it all the way home.
And it felt like this was a defense that was on its heels a bit to start this thing off.
Yeah, they pretty much let the other guys march right down the field until that moment.
Yeah, key play there. Turned it all around. Big moment.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards the gain for number 18. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Now Minshew. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 35. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Jermaine Johnson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. To try again after the sack. Minshew. That's caught left side by Mo Alley Cox. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Minshew. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Hall to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now it's Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Wilson. the Colts an extra defensive back in there now on third down. Now Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Hooked off by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
And a short gain here, down to the 22. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for and taken. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular. Hall has it knocked loose, and the Colts pick it up. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Wilson. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. The Jets had 6 and 9 to start play. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Open man here is Conklin. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack, but that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Wilson. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. from midfield now. Here's Wilson. He's got a man complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Wilson. This is caught. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets have got it back to within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And it leads down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Take it in at the 3. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. So how about this for a turn of events? They cut the lead with a touchdown, and then on the ensuing kickoff, get the football right back.
And what a swing in a short amount of time because the momentum was totally against them. Now it's all in their favor. They've got a chance to go into the lead if they get the ball to the end zone.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. And his throw is incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
Wilson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick here is good. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. With the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
you were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you. You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes...
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. But I believe the Colts were able to fall on this when they were, and so possession will remain with Indy. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Out of the gun is Minshew. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. Oh, this is taken in. It's It's complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Michael Pittman, 58 yards. And the Colts will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the 38, Minshew delivers another one to Pierce. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
It'll be Minshew again. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. So they get the interception, and almost as importantly, a big return after that.
And who was the guy that saved the touchdown, partner? The guy who threw the interception. A lot of times, he just gives it the old Olay, but give him credit. He went old school. He was determined not to make this a pick six. He got there in time to make the tackle.
Well, Charles, I think you'd have to call that a win for the defense after the turnover already in field goal range, and they had to settle for 3.
Yeah, I mean, the beautiful part is you start so close to the end zone that your thought process on offense has to loosen up a little bit because you're thinking to yourself, you're almost guaranteed 3. Let's take some good shots at the end zone and try and turn it into 6.
So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Taken at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 91 yards on the ground for him so far.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw going to be caught by Davis. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
They'll run with Hall. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10 on 1st down, right back to Hall. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They go play action with Wilson. This one caught by Davis. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 19. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
2nd and short. That's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Here's Wilson. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. The extra point up and good, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. That one finds Pierce right side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
Now a give to Taylor. And some room to maneuver. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 41 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Back to Taylor on 1st down. A nice little juke. Now they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll run on 1st down with Moss. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Minshew throwing on 3rd down. What a catch by Pittman. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 14. 21 yards there on 3rd down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On the handoff, Taylor. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the 3rd quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting 2nd half.
It certainly appears.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall, 74 yards. And the Jets have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Extra point safely through, and that gives them a 3-point lead. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Minshew going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And the Jets are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Boy, 192 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
2 yards, good enough for a 1st. Now Wilson. Finding more on the out route for the completion. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet 1st down. Here's Wilson to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, You've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Wilson. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Alert flare.
On 3rd down, here's Hall. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. And his kick is indeed good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They run once more with Taylor. And he's got room. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for Indy. Give him 53 yards on the ground. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Gardner Minshew, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Colts are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick six on the other side, and now they get a pick six of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick six from earlier in this game?
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Ready. 60, orange. 50.
Wilson to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's more. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
They'll give to Hall. Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. Tyler Conklin, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, that sets up a big 3rd down. Now the decision has to be, do you run it here and play for OT? or do you go ahead and press it downfield?
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's Minshew. That's complete to Pierce. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Minshew. And his throw here is incomplete. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And some room to roam now. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Now Wilson. Gets this to Moore. Room here to run. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Throwing now is Wilson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Wilson. They will find Davis. That's complete. So the completion gets them just a yard. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Colts, they move to 5-11 now on the year. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from MetLife Stadium.